What's up, you guys? What's
What's up?
up,
up?
you guys?
What's up? Guys,
Bro,
give me a beat, boy, free my soul. Tab's so over me. I've been singing that song for the past 2 weeks.
bro. Y'all
It's
like the
become a
new
stim. I'm so
the new
sorry.
setup? We look a little new. We're more professional. We got our legs crossed. We got our drinks, which I have my drink to match. Can I like match it up? Like, I'll have to go further back. I got my drink to match mine, but
I
he gives a
don't
lot of
have mine
bubbly.
right now. Hey, right now I'm sipping on Polar. It's seltzer water. It's basically bubbly. Actually, I won't take the name of bubbly
Uh,
like
how
that.
are the mics sounding? I'm
Yeah,
trying a new
mic check.
software.
Mic.
I turned my mic all the way up, and then I put like noise gate on it. I hope it sounds okay.
Mic.
Also, Beauty Queen, thank you for the follow, and hello. How's everybody doing
Beauty queen,
today?
thank you for the follow. Allo.
Audio is good. That's beautiful.
Is it good or is it no,
Fantastic.
I'm sorry. I can't. Guys, if I start stimming, please tell me to shut up. Give me a beat, boy, and free my soul.
Slay. So we have technically only one story today, but oh, sorry. Sorry guys. I need to learn to not um tab in and out like that.
Sorry.
My bad.
Whew.
We technically only have one story today, but we have like two in theory, but one of them you'll see. Sigh. We've blown up enough to get haters. Unfortunate. Not haters, trolls. One
The
of the
trolls, yeah.
stories,
If you're gonna troll us, at least make it good, please. I don't want any low effort bullshit.
which you guys will see in this one story that we got sent. You guys, we're gonna read it. We're still gonna read it, but this is gonna be the first and last time that we read a troll story. Just saying.
I
Just
might be in
saying.
the dark on this one.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
I do?
Yes, I can't even say. We were talking about it before I even started. You were like, "I'll read that one."
Oh. Yeah, sorry. You're right. Can I read wait, get it sorry. Yeah.
Gang.
Aside from that, guys, how are you doing? We're at 29 followers on Twitch. This
True.
is very Oh, by the way, shout out TikTok. Did you do that already? Guys, go check the TikTok. 18,000 people
Watched us. And 700
watched
liked
us,
us. That's crazy. That's
and zero
crazy,
of
you
them
guys.
followed the Twitch.
Yeah,
So
but it's okay. We're here. We
it's
balling.
okay.
We're
I couldn't
balling.
believe my eyes when it got to 10K. I was like, "There's no way our first short
I'm waiting
is
for it
going
to hit
crazy like
20
that."
because it's still like people are still liking it, and I think that's crazy. Like what do you
Yeah,
mean? You guys thought that was good? It's because there's a
is
lot of
this what it's like?
discourse. A lot of discourses on that.
Is this how Sketch felt blowing up?
Are we
Guys, we're
queso?
almost at 20K. Yeah. Yeah, he's in the room with us. We can only show him at like 10,000 followers though.
I feel queso's spirit.
I feel his gravitational pull.
That's fucked up.
Shout out Case.
I love queso. I still watch him on the regular. Real talk, real talk.
I don't know that I have anything super to talk about this time around. Oh, I will say, I won't say what it was, but we had something set up today, and it did not end up happening, and I was genuinely pretty down about it, but it's all good now, and we've reached a resolution, and it's all good and fantastic, and that's man, I hate keeping stuff to myself. I really do. I hate it.
Yeah?
Yeah, but aside from that, I'm ready. Show us on the doll where the 12,000 followers touched you. It is crazy.
In my heart. In my heart. Where's my
Yeah, they
heart?
touched
This is where I do the
they,
Pledge of Allegiance.
they touched me all over.
Specifically my heart. I'm
Yes.
touched. You
Hold on.
guys, I'm touched.
Am I good here? Guys.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm looking pretty big today. Oh, check out. Okay, this is the last thing. Look at how veiny my hands are today.
Mine are just like bony. Hold on. I feel like a monster.
I can also.
Also, we just got a follow, but I don't know how to say your name. Miss. Okay, I'm gonna try this, okay? And
Oh,
you'll have to correct me if I'm wrong. Is it stevia? I'm thinking like stevia,
Estiva.
like the sugar, the artificial sweetener, maybe.
Bro,
But
you're
I'm
thinking about
thinking
stevia.
a steva, slay girl, hey, or
Estiva.
slay person, hey.
Oh my god. I'm
A
so happy. I was
steva,
actually
I love that actually.
this is actually the last thing. So the thing that we were doing was canceled and
Hmm.
rescheduled. Um and I was genuinely like down in the dumps about it, and I was still like looking forward to stream, but I was like I'm not going to be able to be as excited as and like vibrant as I wanted to be. And then I talked to a couple people, and then I got on the horn with Tab, and I feel better now. So on
The
the horn,
horn.
yeah, on the horn,
What horn?
it's a expression.
I've never heard that before, bro.
Guys, tell me I'm not crazy, please.
I've never been on the horn.
Guys, am I crazy? Nah, on the horn. Never heard the expression. All
See,
right,
see,
all
I'm glad I'm not
right,
alone.
all
Well, I need
right.
let
On
me
the
Google it.
phone, on the
On the
horn.
horn. On the horn, on the telephone. And
Yeah,
what fucking
yeah.
what
Got on the horn, got on the phone. I
Merriam-Webster's telling me all about it.
Hey, shout out Mariam.
What does get on the horn mean? Vocab fast
It means get on
slang.
the fucking phone.
What time period?
Dude, I really do have the vocabulary of a 1920s gangster. I really do.
Time period associated with the horn.
Hey, what's going on, Toots? You better get out of my city, all right?
What, okay, what time period did they say get on the horn? Sorry,
All
guys,
right.
we'll eventually get to the podcast.
I'm gonna guess the 60s.
A term likely originated from the shape of early phones, which had horn-shaped mouthpiece. Okay. Can you give me a time? Horn
That
phones.
kid's got moxie.
Horn phones.
I'm on the horn.
This is a goddamn megaphone. It sounds like I'm on the pot. Like you're taking a shit.
Yeah, I'm on the pot's a good one. Hey, guys, can we... Oh, okay. There was a live action Yogi Bear movie, and one of the things that stuck with me that I still say to this day is instead of going to the bathroom, I'll say, I sold my logging rights to the park. And I think that's the funniest shit. Instead of I'm taking a dump, I say, I sold the logging
What?
rights to the park.
What?
Okay.
I like to say pinch it off when I'm trying to like rush somebody.
Dude, I know you
I
like to
think
say pinch it off.
I think
Bro,
that's the
Tabs
funniest
told me
shit
to
ever.
pinch it off while we're in a League of Legends queue, and that is the funniest shit ever.
I'm
Oh
sitting there
man.
yelling like into my microphone, pinch it off, pinch it off,
Pinch it off!
Q
Pinch
pop,
it
Q
off!
pop. It's fucked up. Drown the rats. Drop the kids is another one. Drop the kids
Oh,
off.
drop the kids is
Yeah,
funny.
that one's
Well,
goofy.
thank you guys all for showing up today. We're gonna get into the podcast. Is it my turn to intro?
It is. Do you have it memorized
Guys,
yet?
no. We did make an intro, guys, and let me tell you, that's not the right place.
It's in the Google Drive.
It's in the Google Drive. I believe it's also here.
In our chat, yeah.
Yes. I'm not gonna leak this part. Hold on. Let's make sure I don't read that. That would be really awful. All
Well,
right.
if you scroll up, there's the other one, and that has the whole you can submit your story.
Yes. Okay. I'll do that one. The actual one. Okay. Sorry.
You sounded like
Marge?
Gollum? Is that his name? Lord of the Rings?
Lord of the Rings. No, I'm not gonna do it. Okay. All right. Welcome back to the Midnight Oil Podcast, everybody. The show where we read and discuss viewer submitted stories about your firsthand experiences with the paranormal and supernatural. As always, I'm Keeg. This is Tab. And if you would like to submit your story for us to discuss, you can find the link in the description of wherever you are listening. Without further ado, let's burn that oil.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
So, Tab, we are back. And let me tell you, this is like premium, where we are set. We have our intro, we have our format. We're doing great. And I would love to read first, believe it or not, because we had a funny guy come in.
Funny guy.
We had a funny guy. All right, they want to stay anonymous. And this was submitted on March 1st of this year.
As they should stay anonymous. Because, man, what the hell?
Yeah, I mean, 11:46 p.m. on March 1st. First story by anonymous. Pee pee poo poo.
Oh, God. That was this dude. That was the scariest story I've ever heard.
That's literally all they left. So, I didn't think that we were gonna get a troll this soon, and we're going to have to do some shenanigans where, I guess everyone can't just submit their story easily. So if you want to submit any more silly shenanigans, you probably got about a week.
Until the end
Well,
of
I mean,
this
I guess
episode.
yeah, when you see this episode, it will by a long shot have been handled. But yes, pee pee poo poo, very funny. It was Very funny,
It was a
good
great
laugh.
story. It
Couldn't
was a
believe
great
it.
story.
Tab, why don't you bring us into the real reason that we are all here?
The real reason.
Really real wrestling.
Guys, let me take a drink of water. Pause. Fire. Anyways, so we were talking before we started the episode a little bit, which if you want to catch some of our pre-talks, you can find us on twitch.tv/Midnight Oil Entertainment. Yeehaw. And we were talking about how one of our recent videos on TikTok kind of blew up. So far we're sitting at 18K as of today, March 8th. So that's cool. And we actually had somebody kind of comment a little bit of a story on there, kind of regarding the topic of the TikTok. So reached out to him and we were like, hey, send us like the rest of your story so we can talk about it. And he agreed. So this one is from Tony on TikTok.
Hey, Tony! Hey, Tone! Hey, what's going on, Tone? Oh, I'm sorry.
Cheers, Tony, my good brother. All right. So the video that we posted on TikTok was about tulpas. That was multiple episodes back by now. But there was a lot of conversation in the comments about egregores. And specifically the story that Tony sent over was about egregores. If you don't know what egregores are, kind of the same thing as tulpas, except it's collective. So think of multiple people creating a collective thought form. So that's an egregore. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Tony says, I was maybe 15 to 16 years old, a major pothead, do nothing waste of a kid. Me, and my friend were offered to go to a Youth for Christ meeting in DC where all the YFC chapters would meet up for a big event. Me and my friend go. We're both Christian, but not particularly active in our own faith. Most did it just to go to DC, which I've like heard of these before. So, like I've heard of the big Christian trips to DC, and from the videos that I've seen of them, they get crazy. They fill out like a stadium of people just praying, and it's wild. So, anyways, so first night, nightly prayers. Basically a concert or a music festival, but instead of music, it's worship. Although they were Christian bands there, but the concert part wasn't the focus. So anyway, I don't know if you've ever experienced a 40 to 50,000 people like praying at the same time, but it's mind altering. You can feel it. I don't know what it is, but the air was thick with this presence. I assume most people assumed it was God or Christ. That's what I assumed it was at first. I've had previous intense religious experiences. I knew slash know what God slash divinity feels like. And then he says, say or think whatever you want. What I'm telling you is the truth as I see it, which I believe you, Tony. I believe you. So this feeling of this presence continues to get more and more concentrated as the nightly worship goes on. I hear people, we're in a stadium with a massive crowd, talk about this feeling more and more often. I try to talk about it, but my youth pastor that brought me won't hear it. He keeps shutting me down when I ask about it. The most I get out of him is, I feel it too. Crazy. Like, that's wild. We get to the last night. There's no concert or show or movie or anything like they had the previous nights. All praying, all sermon, 5 to 6 hours of it. By halfway through the night, you could feel this presence vibrating on your skin. It felt like you could cut the air with a knife. I can't stress enough just how filled the stadium felt. Best I could describe it was the room was filled with slime or putty, and you could feel it encompassing your whole body from all sides. But obviously, there was nothing actually there. The speakers and pastors giving the sermons and leading the prayers were all talking about it by the last hour. People were crying, I assume because of their connection to Christ, everyone was having a religious experiment was having a religious experience. They had their arms in the air in worship. People were in it. The event ends, everyone starts leaving, and I'm frantically asking my friend and youth pastor about it. They just look at me like I'm crazy and give me a, yeah, I feel it too. But if you talk about it, people are going to think you're crazy. From my youth pastor. When suddenly I get this realization that isn't God. This isn't what divinity feels like. I start praying. What is this? What are you? Etc. Then I hear, loud as day, like someone standing right next to me, screaming in my ear, egregore, through the murmur of the crowd. Obviously, I shit my pants, which genuinely, bro, I would too. I would too. Like, I fully would too. And then he goes on to say, I'm stunned and shut up about it because obviously I'm hearing things that aren't there. Maybe I am going crazy and no one wants to hear about it. It's very easy to ignore a scruffy stoner kid in a room with happy go lucky Christians. It wasn't until about years later, when I started dabbling with the occult and studying tulpas, that I learned what egregores are. They're like tulpas just on a larger scale, consisting of thought from groups of people instead of an individual, which exactly like I said. But that was Tony's story. That was wild. And like, dude,
Tony.
like I said, I've seen videos because I used to know somebody back in high school that would like go off to these like big church camp things. Bro, Bro, I've seen videos. They fill stadiums and they just sit there and pray. And it's like,
Can you
okay.
can you uh tell us the difference between an egregore and a tulpa one more time?
Yeah, so the difference between a tulpa and an egregore, a tulpa comes from like an individual. So an individual thinks of something they, believe it to be real for themselves, and an egregore specifically is like a collective group of people kind of. I would think of it as summoning something, but it's in the same realm as Tulpa, more so than like summoning Circle, summoning the devil. So, same shit, just one person versus multiple people.
Gotcha. So it's more of a group experience and
Yeah.
creation rather than an individualistic
Yep.
thing.
Yep.
Cool.
Which, I mean,
Yeah, that makes
with
sense.
there being 40 to 50,000 people filling out a stadium and they're all praying, like for the same thing, dude, I can imagine if God manifested right there, I would believe it. Like,
Yeah.
of course, that
Well,
many people. Like, what?
I could tell you one thing that I know, and it would be that I would not be floating into the sky. Not me. I was
Mm-hmm.
not chosen.
Mm-hmm.
I would not be chosen. But Tony, thank you for sharing that. I have a feeling that Tony's got a lot of stories. That seemed like too deep, too big of an experience to have had for that to be his only experience. It seems that he is spiritually, supernaturally, paranormally inclined.
Well
And
versed.
yeah, well versed. And honestly, like you said earlier, while it didn't like blow up and wow, we're huge, like the TikTok has 18,000 views on it, and so many people kind of told us about just like where they've heard of an egregore, where they've heard of a tulpa. Apparently,
Mm-hmm.
Twin Peaks talks about it. Um,
Supernatural
and
talks about it. This
yeah,
movie called
it's
Everyman talks about it.
it's everywhere, right? Like I really thought when I brought up tulpas that it was a more obscure thing. And not only have people come out and, educated both of us about it, they also, like, some people have some. And I think that's crazy. I
And
don't
then,
know if
of
it's true or
course,
not, but
we got comments that were saying, like, manifesting my furry tulpa GF, and, like, those were funny, I'll be honest.
I laugh.
I
I
laughed
laughed
at
at those.
those.
Yeah, Tab and I will shoot messages every now and then about comments,
Mm-hmm.
good or bad. Either way, we laugh at them.
Yeah.
And I just thought it was really cool. At the end of the day, like just learning stuff about the things that we were talking about. I thought that was really cool, and I would personally love to do a dedicated episode to tulpas at some point.
Yeah, tulpas, egregores, uh, servitures, and then there's one that start with a D that I saw in the comments that I would like to dive into
Yeah, I would
eventually.
love to. I would love to like list all of them off and the differences between them,
Mm-hmm.
and educate other people about it because I thought it was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's really neat that so many people actually knew about it. I didn't know that. I thought I stumbled upon something that 10 people on the planet has uh, that knew about it, and I brought up the fact that Jason Carpenter talked about it, and yeah, I was very wrong. A lot of people there's actually mainstream media
Mm-hmm.
that have TV episodes about them. So,
Yeah,
very cool.
and fucking movies. I think that's cool, yeah.
What are we going to
Leading,
get into?
yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, leading off of the egregores that we just talked about, I kind of have a similar story that could tie into egregores, specifically from the perspective of a nun.
Whoa.
Of a nun, yeah.
Did you keep this away from me on purpose?
No, I mean I put it in our like topics idea chat. Possess
Oh.
nun, devil letter.
Oh, you sure did.
Sure did, yeah. um, so I mean this is a relatively like short one, but we'll get into the translation of the letter because this was a mystery for about 300 years, and I think in 2017 is when they finally translated it. But like, we'll get into all that. Okay, I'll be honest. Um, I can't say her name, so I'm not gonna say her full name because I will absolutely butcher it. And she has a really long name for living in, Sicily. Of course, in the 1670s, she would have a really long name. Um, yeah. Let me take a
So
little
this
sip of water.
so this is a possessed nun.
Yeah, yeah. She got possessed or something of the like. Um, it was rough. Let me tell the story, and you can stop me when you have questions. Because I watched a little
Oh,
video on it too.
questions. Yes.
Yeah.
I never had any of those.
In 1676, in a small convent in Sicily, a nun claimed the devil forced her to write a letter. Her name was Sister Maria, a Benedictine nun living in the convent of Palma de Monteiro. What? One morning in August, the other nuns found her collapsed on the floor of her cell. She was covered in ink, and in her hands was a sheet of paper filled with strange symbols. The writing didn't look like any known language. It was a bizarre mix of characters that resembled Greek, Latin, runes, and symbols nobody could identify. Sister Maria claimed that during the night she had been possessed and that the devil himself had forced her to write the message in order to turn her away from God. For more than 300 years, nobody could figure out what the letter actually said. Then, in 2017, researchers in Sicily decided to try decoding it using software normally used for intelligence code breaking. When they analyzed the symbols, they discovered that the letter wasn't written in a mysterious demonic language at all. It was actually written in a cipher. The nun had essentially created her own coded alphabet, mixing together multiple languages she likely studied in the convent. Once researchers started decoding the symbols, parts of the message began to make sense. What it said was strange. The text reads like a kind of sort of a philosophical rant. She was criticizing the religion, questions the existence of God, and suggests that humans invented divine power themselves. Which that's why I said kind of leads into egregores, if you think about it. Just a little bit. Think about it a little bit. One line even calls God, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit dead weights. Another passage references the river of Styx, the boundary between the world of the living and the underworld in Greek mythology. But the message is fragmented and inconsistent, almost like just a stream of consciousness. Researchers believe that while the nun probably wrote the code herself, she may have been experiencing a psychological or spiritual crisis when she created it. Still, the original letter is real. It's preserved today in Sicily, covered in those strange symbols. And even now, centuries later, parts of the message still remain unsolved. Which means we technically still don't really know what the whole devil letter says. And I have a little bit of the translation here, if you would like to know what some of it says.
Now, is this translation going to spawn a demon?
I don't think so. It's basically, it's kind of just written as like anti-religious, which is interesting because it was written by a nun. But it's just like anti-religion. So it just says like God thinks he can free mortals. This system works for no one. Perhaps now the river of Styx is certain. God, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit are dead weights. Humans invented God and the system of religion. Perhaps now the Styx is certain the underworld exists. God thinks he can free mortals from sin, but this system works for no one. And
Huh.
that's what we have so far.
That's interesting. So, where was this text at that they found?
Sicily.
In Sicily.
Mm-hmm. In
Interesting.
the convent of Palma di Montiero.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I only know
So,
that because that's the video that I watched.
so do you think that, or do they think? I guess you can, weigh in too. But is this something that they think that there is more remains of, or is this like, how like in whenever you're doing research on something from the past, usually 100% of it is not there. So
Mm-hmm.
obviously, probably never find 100% of it. Maybe they do, but I feel like that is a pretty rare occurrence. Are they? Do they think that there is more there, or could that be the whole text?
I want to say that this was like she only wrote one letter. I want to say, so I think that that's just that. Um, she thinks that she was possessed when she wrote the letter.
Hmm.
Um,
How do you think she knew? Just acting weird?
I mean, as a nun, I mean, you wouldn't really write anti-God rhetoric. You know what I mean?
I guess that's true.
Like, um,
how, how how did you know that they were being anti is it anti-Semitic? Is that what that would be?
that's uh
Is that a
like
different thing?
that's for Jewish people.
Oh, all right. Let's
Yeah,
back that one up.
yeah. I think you had that one
Let's
all
back
wrong.
that one up.
Anti-religious? Is that what you were going for?
Anti. Hold on. Let me look up a definition. Uh,
Apparently, she
definition.
was like possessed multiple times.
You were right. I apologize to the Jewish people.
We are not anti-Semitic.
No, I thought that the nun was, just to be
No,
clear.
the I don't think the nun was anti-Semitic. I think she was um struggling within her own religion. Secular, that might be the
You were
one.
right. It would be anti-religious literature or irreligious writing. There's actually not a universal name that I can see aside from like anti-theism or anything like that.
I think Moth just came in with the save and said secular.
Secular. Shout out.
Shout out. You saved us right there.
Did you
It
just
does
trying to
sound
hang
like
loose?
no, I did like I see you.
Oh.
I don't know, man. I don't know, man. It does sound it does sound like an episode of Evil though. I like that show. That show's a really good show. If you haven't seen Evil, the show, unfortunately it has been canceled, but it's about a preacher, a tech guru, and a psychologist, I think.
This sounds like a great setup to a joke.
No, no, no.
Did they all enter a bar?
Well, I think they did at one point, yeah. But it's they actually go and like exercise homes and people. It's like a TV
they
show. It's kind of like a comedy show, TV show.
I don't know if I heard you right. They're exercising in people's homes?
They're exercising people's
Oh,
homes
sorry.
and people themselves as well.
I see. They're not busting in there and like breaking a sweat.
No, they're not exercising in people's homes. They are exercising people's homes.
I see. It's like I ate grandma. I ate grandma.
Yes, very that.
I see. Very. I'm not with it today.
um, Apparently she did have multiple like possessions though. Sister Maria. She had repeated episodes that other nuns interpreted as demonic attacks. She had frequent spiritual battles where she claimed the demons tormented her. Fits or trances where she said the devil tried to tempt or attack her, and periods where she would lose control of herself and then later claim demons were responsible. Whoa. Whoa. They also think she may have been schizophrenic and had BPD with psychosis, but
Huh.
and religious hysteria. So that's cool. Which, interestingly enough, apparently religious hysteria was not uncommon in convent environments in the 1600s. Because, I mean, what else a nun's got to do, you know what I'm saying?
I got another interesting nun story, I think.
Oh, yeah? I like nun stories.
Let me double check the accuracy of this. Yeah. Um, so another Ursuline convent at Loudon? Loden?
Are we
Does
in
that sound right?
Germany?
Loden? Um,
Or Deutsch? That's German, isn't it? Deutsch?
Loden?
Deutschland?
I'm gonna say Loudon. Loudoun. Okay, that's where I'm going with.
Okay.
Okay, let me start over.
What country? Where are we
So
at? What country are we in?
I, where's Loudoun?
How you spell it?
Loudun. France.
Laudon. Laudon. I don't know.
Loudun. Luda. Luda.
Luden. Probably
Ludun.
Luden.
Ludun. Okay,
Loden.
Ludun.
It's Loden.
Loudun.
Wait, loud
Okay,
on? Loud
I,
on.
I'm going to Ludun.
Wait, I have found a
Lud.
video. I found a video. Hold on, I'll tell you in a
Remember.
second.
Okay.
Loudon.
Loudon. There you go.
Loudon.
Loudon.
Okay. Loudon. Okay. So in Ursuline convent at Loudon.
Loudon.
Okay. An Ursuline convent at Loudon was hit by mass demonic possession in 1634. When the Inquisition investigated, they implicated a handsome and rich local priest, Urbain Grandier, as the man who had summoned the devils. He had remained in the area during a recent outbreak of plague when most of the wealthier residents had fled. The nuns had locked themselves up in the convent for months on end. The nuns began behaving very wildly. They were shouting, swearing, and barking like dogs. Local people turned up to watch this strange spectacle, and when asked about what they were doing, the nuns claimed that a demon, Osmodeus, was responsible for their weird conduct. He was in control of their bodies and voices. Now, Grandier was implicated as the wizard behind this, even though he had never met the nuns. Or at least that's what he claimed. Unfortunately, as the Inquisition soon discovered, Grandier had written a book criticizing priestly celibacy, which did not help his case. So he was tortured using the boot, which
The
the
boot.
placing of wood, yeah, the placing of wooden boards around the foot and lower leg, and use of wedges to increase pressure until bones broke. It was long recognized that the feet, the toes especially, are very sensitive to pain. Condemned to death, he was led out into the public square with a rope around his neck, holding a burning taper in his right hand, and told to beg for God's mercy. He cut a pathetic sight, barely able to walk, and after this humiliation, Grandier was ordered to be burned. The priest made one last plea of clemency. The priest made one last plea of clemency. The judges responded that if he gave the names of his accomplices, he might be killed in a less painful manner. Grandier decided not to lie and implicate innocent people, saying he had no accomplices. W. Mans. He then tried to make a final statement, but the monks threw huge amounts of holy water in his face to literally drown out his words, and Grandier was supposed to be strangled before being burned, but the execution was botched deliberately. One suspects, and he was fully conscious when incinerated.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's brutal.
Yikes, bro. What's up with
Yeah.
the fucking. What's up with, like, these nuns and, like, priests
I have
getting,
one more.
like, within. Messing with the devil? Messing with the devil?
Yeah, I mean, these nuns wouldn't be able to be around Bob Ross. He'd beat the devil out of it.
I forgot he did.
Yeah,
I was like, wait, what?
yeah, beat the devil out of it. I got one more.
Go for it. And then I have a follow up.
Perfect. By the way, this is beardyhistory.com.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you,
So a
Beardy
teenage
History.
nun. What?
Thank you, Beardy History.
Yeah, shout out Beardy History. Uh, the story starts a teenage nun, Madeline Bavant, claimed to have been bewitched by Mathurin Picard, director of the convent at Louviers, in 1647. She described being taken by Picard and a priest called Father Thomas Bouillet to a witch's sabbath where she was married to a demon Dagon. She was forced to commit various sexual acts on him at the altar. Madeline related that while this was happening, two men were being ritually crucified and disemboweled. The Inquisition investigated, and other nuns stepped forward, also been taken to secret Sabbaths by Picard and Bouillet. Sister Barbara of St. Michael had been seduced by yet another demon, and Pitif, the nuns found themselves writhing on the ground and speaking in tongues. Putting a pin in this real quick. I always find it very interesting when people get possessed and they start speaking in essentially gibberish or another language. I've always found that very interesting. Like a language that they don't know. I think that that is some of the stronger evidence for like possession cases personally. Because if like if I started speaking Gaelic, for example, you know I'm possessed because
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys know this, but I don't speak fucking Gaelic, believe it or not. So I just think that that has to be one of the bigger pieces of evidence. I just thought that that was really interesting because here's another case of it. Anyway, Satan himself appeared to convince them that Christianity was a false religion and they should worship him alone. The Inquisition tortured and questioned Bouillet, but not Picard, as he suddenly died. Public exorcisms of the nuns were conducted with lots of screaming and gurgling. This proved to be contagious, and very soon all Louviers experienced demonic contortion. Sentencing was carried out by the secular authorities, with Madeleine imprisoned for life in a church dungeon. Bouillet was burned alive, and Picard was exhumed, and his moldering body also burned. And I guess all of
Jeez.
these are like stories or pieces of history of the Knights Templar.
The Knights Templar. I. Whoa, woof. I did a deep dive on, like, Freemasons, and I got as far as, like, learning about the degrees. and the closer you get in Freemasonry, the closer you get to the Knights Templar. I'm like, whoa, whoa.
Huh. So, do you think what do you think is the strongest piece of evidence for possessions that you've read about? Because I definitely think mine has to be people speaking in a different language or tongues.
Which, speaking of that, that's actually, there's a word for that, and it's called xenoglossy.
I think I've heard
So,
that word before.
yes, so xenoglossy is supposedly paranormal phenomenon in which a person is allegedly able to speak, write, or understand a foreign language that they could not have acquired by natural means. So that's interesting. It was coined
So it's a real
by,
thing.
yeah, it was coined by, interestingly enough, a French parapsychologist, Charles Ricket, in 1905.
Huh, xenoglossy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, look at that. I mean, I think that that is one of the most interesting things that happens and the best proof for possessions. But what do you think?
I'm kind of right there with you. I haven't seen enough evidence of the whole levitating thing. Like, I don't think I've seen that, like, actual
I
video evidence of that. But I think if somebody levitated, I'd be like, whoa, yeah, okay. You're
yeah.
possessed.
If
Absolutely.
there were more like documented cases of people literally hovering off of the ground, I would say that's a pretty damn big.
I'm
That's
convinced.
I mean that's essentially like getting a ghost on camera. Like
Mm-hmm.
if you start levitating, yeah,
I'm out of there.
I'm a believer. You were
Yeah.
possessed, brother. If Tab was just levitating off the ground, the first thing that I would do is assume that Tab is playing a prank on me and attempt to hover my hand above. And when I realize that there is no string or fishing line above, then I would probably then promptly shit my pants.
Yeah, no, I agree. Fully. That would have to
But
be
so it's
my selling point though. If there's like levitating, but out of like actual reported accounts, um I would say like the burning of, well, cuz I don't know, cuz that could be chalked up to like a metal allergy. I was going to say burning of like the crosses. Like when a cross touches their skin and they burn. I mean, if they didn't have a metal allergy prior, or if it's like wood,
are there enough of those to? I haven't. I don't think I've heard of this.
I think I've heard of it. I think. I watch a lot
So
of
like they
movies, so I don't know for sure.
so
I
they
don't.
put they like touch someone with a cross and they burn.
Yeah,
So it's kind of like throwing holy water onto like a demon or something.
yeah, and I mean, I'm sure there's that's like kind of within the same realm. Like they throw holy water on you and it burns.
Hmm.
But like I have read, or maybe it was in a TV show, or maybe it was in a movie. I don't know. But sometimes they fake the holy water thing and they put like bleach or something in the holy
Oh
water,
yeah,
and
that
so
would
that's
burn.
why it burns.
Yeah. Have
Um,
have have you ever encountered holy water?
yes, I think so.
Really?
It's just water that's been
Well,
blessed.
I know that, but I was just wondering if like
I
have
mean,
you
I've
used
I've
it? Have
been
you seen it
to
used?
I've been to a baptism, and that's technically holy water.
True. I think I want a vial.
A vial of holy water.
Yeah, I think that would be just a cool thing. Why are they always like whenever you see them in movies, why are they in like a $18 million diamond
Encrusted
gold
cross
i-
flask.
yeah, yeah, like a flask that looks like it should be inside of a museum, never to be touched by human hands.
Props. You know what I mean? They gotta sell it somehow.
Yeah, that's where all the donations are going.
Oh my god. I just got told in chat that I can make holy water because any ordained person can bless water. So I can make holy water. How do I wait? Because I'm a reverend. I have my certificate of ordained. So you can call me Reverend Tab from now on. Thank you. How do
Thank you,
I
Reverend.
how to bless holy water?
I think they should take your certification away because you don't know how to do it.
All I had to do was like fill out a questionnaire. Gather gather clean water from like a stream or filtered. This is filtered water, okay? And pure salt. I'm not putting salt in my water. Never mind. I was gonna make holy water right here, right now, but I'm not putting salt in my water.
Doesn't holy mean pure?
Yeah.
Holy. Holy,
It has
definitely.
to be kosher salt or natural rock salt. Salt is often concentrated first using a consecrated, not concentrated, Jesus. Using a prayer from the Roman ritual which exorcises the salt and dedicates it for spiritual use. This step ensures the water will carry the intended blessing. So they bless the salt, not the water.
Holy.
I do. I
So
have to. I have to pray over the water.
holy. So,
Oh
so
Lord.
holy means dedicated or consecrated to God or a religious purpose, sacred. So it doesn't mean pure.
I could bless my Alani if I just put some salt in it.
I think you could bless. So, but does it become diluted? Because I know that that priest that was purifying the holy water in the Loch Ness incident that we watched, that was just
He
insane. There's no way that him tossing his little flicks of holy water, driplet, droplets, whatever you want to call it.
he should have blessed the lake, the whole lake.
Dude, he should have gotten a whole bag of salt out
Blessed
and
it.
went around the lake as the priest that he is and went around and completely destroyed all of the demons inside of the lake is what he should have done.
Yeah.
I think
Or
that
Nessie, the Loch Ness.
anyone that is
Poor gal.
performing a exorcism or any sort of holy ritual should have to take an IQ test. I think because that guy, there's no way that that guy knew what he was doing. He did. He went. Nessie is gone.
Blessed be thy demon is banished to the
Thank
depths
you,
of hell
Father.
with you.
Yeah. Like, okay, thank you,
That's Nessie.
Father, for saving us. Yeah.
And killed the fish and destroyed the ecosystem system by
No, no,
putting
no,
salt in the
no.
lake.
It's just salt.
True.
It's just salt.
Yeah, but turning a freshwater lake into a saltwater lake is gonna kill the whole ecosystem.
We don't know. Do we know if? Hold on.
If it's not the
Loch
ocean, I assume,
Ness Lake salt or not?
bro.
It is a freshwater lake. All right.
So he can't put salt in there. So he did have to just dabble his little double dabbles, or else he would have
I
killed the
guess I'll
whole
let him slide.
ecosystem.
But I just wanted to bring up the fact that I have been thinking about that ever since I've watched it because it made me viscerally angry.
That video was so funny. I love that
It
guy.
was really funny.
I like that guy. I don't know if he's a good guy, but he's kind of funny.
Hey, he might not be a good guy, but he's good at what he does. Or did. Shout
Or
out.
did. Shout out. Shout out, mans. Also, I have to piss So,
Okay.
do you want to entertain?
I'll totally entertain chat. Should
Okay.
I tell a story perhaps?
Yeah, tell a story.
Okay.
And I'll be
I have
right.
one.
Hold on. Wait, hold on.
I have one. So, guys, do you have your headphones on?
Yeah.
Okay. Will you be able to continue hearing me?
Let's get
Thank
back
you.
again.
Amazing. Cool.
Wait, I gotta mute my
So,
mic.
all right. So, guys, I worked at a bowling alley, and one of my best friends, my car blew up, and I lived like right across the street, but he was super cool. So, he picked me up in his truck, and I was like, cool. I really appreciate it. The second I get into the truck, all of the electronics go bad. The gas gauge is done, the speedometer is done, the windows don't go up and down. He said that this has never happened before. And then I proceeded to get out finally of said truck, and I took a piece of the door off on accident. So I accidentally EMP'd his truck somehow and broke off a piece of his door. And he said that he's never had an issue with the truck ever, and I very much believe him. So I just thought that that was really insane. And to my knowledge, that's the first time that I've ever EMP'd something. I know that we have a little bit of electrical charge in our hands and stuff, but if you if you're driving a Tesla, brother, you should not bring that thing anywhere near me. No, I've been in Teslas before and been fine. I don't know. It was a very interesting experience. Everyone say goodbye to Bonesy.
My bad, I clogged the toilet.
Shut the hell
Anyway. That's crazy though.
up. I don't believe
You
you.
EMP'd.
I don't have a video of you clogging the toilet.
I gotta take a picture of that. Fuck.
Oh, well, if I ever clog a toilet, you're getting a video of it.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, but that's my EMP story. I couldn't believe it. I really destroyed his car and I felt really bad. And it was not on purpose, obviously.
Did it like come back or no?
No.
Oh,
To my knowledge, it never worked again. And I think he ended up getting a new car.
that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, it was very funny.
I
Yeah,
thought
so
I
if
saw a
anyone wants to
ghost
give
in
me
my
a
hallway.
ride, a ghost in your hallway?
I thought I did. Kind of scared me a little bit, but I don't think I did. I think I'm hallucinating.
Bro's tweaking out.
So Lonnie got drugged
Um,
or something, bro.
you got one of the last what was it, the hemp infused THC drinks that they outlawed?
No. I would be. We would have to end stream. Like, we would be GG's. Um, but if we go back to the nun shit, so most of the stuff that we were talking about occurred in like the 1500s, 1600s, right? Your Loden stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then mine, obviously, I think it was like 1670 something. So there was a covent possession epidemic going on in the 1600s, which I think that I previously mentioned when I was talking about mine. Um, but apparently, multiple covents across Europe reported entire groups of nuns becoming possessed, often around the same time period. Historians today think it was a mix of the religious culture, psychological pressure, and the social dynamics. But at the time, people genuinely believed demons were like attacking the covens. So it was across several covens in France, Italy, Spain, and some parts of Germany. And nuns suddenly began showing symptoms that were interpreted as demonic possessions. So, the common behaviors included violent convulsions, screaming or animal like noises, speaking in strange voices or unknown languages, claiming demons were inside them, accusing priests or townspeople of witchcraft. Was this the same time as like the witch trials in Europe
Oh my gosh, we did an episode on the European witch trials.
between the 15th and 18th century? Yeah.
Well, I mean, we did our episode in the 21st century.
I mean, yes. Yeah. Yeah. Um but yeah, so I mean, I guess that checks out. But they were also writing strange messages or prophecies, which is leads back to the devil letter that we talked about, and the I think the Loden one actually had some written stuff too, right? Maybe.
Hmm.
Um, Either way, sometimes in the covens it was just one nun that started it, and then the behavior spread to dozens of others, which kind of roots back to the hysteria kind of thing. But a lot of historians pointed out a few reasons that the covens became the hotspots for the possession reports. Because one, religion, the Catholic world during the Counter Reformation emphasized demons, the spiritual warfare, temptation by Satan, and the constant battle between good and evil. So God versus Satan. Um, and there was extreme isolation in the 1600s. The covens were very strict and isolated. They had very limited contact with the outside world. They followed pretty intense prayer schedules. They fasted frequently, and they practiced strict obedience and silence, which I think that just kind of comes with being a nun, is practicing like the obedience of it all. And then the social on social contagion. I almost did not get that word right. The mass hysteria, which already addressed that. The major possession cases were the Loudon ones in France. That was 1632 to 1634. Um, there was another one in France in 1611. I don't know how to say this. Aix in Provence. Aix, Aix in Provence, France. Sure. It was a nun, Sister Madeline. She claimed she was possessed by multiple demons. She accused a priest of sending demons to seduce and control her, and the priest was executed for witchcraft. There was another one. Louviers, France, in 1647. Another convent where several nuns claimed demonic possession. The case involved accusations of sexual rituals with demons and priests. And a priest was again blamed and executed.
Didn't I
And
read that one?
then you read the Loden one, right? You might have read the Louviers. Did you read
I
two?
think I did. I did read two.
Okay. Well, there were three in France. And then there
Oh,
was the one major one in Sicily, where the double letter case came from. A lot of the demons during this time were criticizing church corruption, accusing priests of immoral behavior, and they would give long theological speeches. Hmm.
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 What is your definition of a nun? I have the definition pulled up.
Um, I would say it's usually like a lady that basically devoted her life to the church. Um, I know that they have to swear off marriage. They have to swear off sexual relations, and I'm pretty sure they have to live in a coven. And it's usually, I think, Catholic has the nuns. So
So
Catholicism,
they live under three main vows. Do you want to guess what they are?
to serve God, is one of them. Um, to do good. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know the specifics.
Poverty, chastity, and obedience.
Yeah, that kind of checks out.
But you were right. It is a member of a religious community of women specifically,
Mm-hmm.
especially a cloistered one, living under the vows of property or poverty, not property, chastity, and obedience. They are not living under property.
I mean, with those other three vows, I feel like they could probably add that to be a fourth, to be real. With the sounds of it, I don't think. I mean, I couldn't be a nun anyway. I'm not a woman. I was like, I don't think I could be a nun, but I obviously couldn't anyway. Could I be a Catholic priest though? Probably not again, because I'm gay.
Um, the masculine equivalent of a nun is a monk.
I don't think I would want to be a monk.
I thought about it low key, like
They're
going into the
usually
mountains.
silent, right? Like they live in those silent
I don't
towns.
think so.
They take vows of silence.
I think they are silent. Like I think that's part of their
Do
practice, but
Catholic
there are definitely monks that are
Catholic
yapping.
monks take a vow of silence? Oh, their three. So Catholic monks, their three vows are obedience, stability, and fidelity.
Hmm.
They don't take a formal vow of silence, but silence is a significant part of monastic life. They do usually engage in silence to foster a deeper connection with God and promote inner peace.
That makes sense. Also, it doesn't have to like there's all kinds of monks and whatnot. There's like Buddhist monks. Uh help me out here. Why am I blanking?
I mean, Tibetan monks, those are like also technically a branch of Buddhism, though, I think. Um,
Yeah.
Catholic monks, obviously. I'm sure there's freaking Christian monks. I don't know. Monks
Choir
can't
monk.
talk to women? Wait, I didn't see that. Catholic monks can't talk
So
to
I'm already halfway to
women.
being a monk.
Yeah. They're also so Catholic monks are apparently called Trappists. Trappist.
That, that's a good sign.
Oh, this is wait. No, maybe they're not. Maybe I'm fucking tripping. What the fuck? What is a Trappist monk? Am I tripping? Trappist monk. What is it? Okay, Trappist monk is a member of the Roman Catholic monastic order, known for strict observance, silence, and austere living. A Trappist monk belongs to the order of whoa, Cist, Cistercians. Oh, brother. If I could pronounce words, it would be over for every single motherfucker in the goddamn universe. I'm telling you right now, I would be unstoppable. Like, genuinely, like, like, I would be built different, okay? Um, the OCSO. The Trappist monk belongs to the OCSO, which is a reform branch of the Cistercian order founded in 1664 by Abbot Armand Jean Le Bouthillier de Rancé
Damn.
at La Trappe Abbey in Normandy, France. That's crazy. Why does everybody in the goddamn 1600s have the longest name known to man? Why? Especially from like France. Why do you have the longest name? Why?
Yeah, you have like 8 names.
This is Abbot Armand Jean Le Bouthier de la Rancé de la Rancé. Not even La Rancé, it's de Rancé.
I'm just gonna call him Louse.
I'm gonna call him Abbott.
Abbott.
Mr. Abbott.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Apparently, Trappist monks do practice strict silence.
Man. I would not be able to be a monk unless it's
I
the type that don't talk to women.
I
But
don't
I
think I
have
could
a
stay silent.
dude, I know I can't stay silent. I
Mm.
try and do it for like 5 minutes at a time.
Okay, it's the Buddhist monks that can't talk to women.
I see.
That's
Man,
fire.
dude,
That's fire.
tell me how it's possible to be a monk with ADHD. That sounds impossible.
You just have to.
Lock in.
I feel like that's part of
Therapy.
it, because being silent. Because I think it's like the. I'm sure they practice some form of meditation, whether that's like actually practiced in the form of meditation or if it's practiced in like silent prayer. That is technically also meditation. Let's be so real. Um, and I feel like if you practice meditation like so much, and that's like your only thing to do, then I feel like it would be kind of a learned behavior to be able to quiet your mind after so much meditation. I would think, at least. Because isn't that
Hmm.
like kind of what the practice of meditation is for? To be able to kind of come back and be present in self versus
Yeah,
being
I
in your
mean,
head, maybe.
yeah, I think the purpose of meditation is to just kind of ground yourself and to not worry about worldly issues.
Yeah. Because I used to practice, I think it was body scanning, meditation where you would like scan through your whole body and you'd be like, can I feel my head? Can I feel my neck, shoulders, arms, hands, fingers, all the way down to your toes. And you would just sit there and like scan your body and be present in your body. So like right now my feet are sitting on the shelf and it feels hard in the middle of my foot and I can, feel my toe, and it's like you lock in on your inner, like being aware of your body, and that's where your focus goes for the moment. I don't know.
Hmm.
Meditation's fire, low key. If you can do it, it takes a lot of practice to be able to
Dude, even
meditate.
just like practicing your breathing is insane. Like whenever I go out on a walk, sometimes I'll work on like deep breathing.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do like 5-7-5, where you breathe in for 5, you hold for 7, you breathe out for 5.
Or like box breathing.
And yeah, and I think that it's so interesting because you get this feeling of like almost lightheadedness. Maybe it's because you're holding your breath, I don't know, but it really like clears your mind. And it's
Yeah.
very, very powerful stuff.
And so I mean, I think circling back to like being a monk and practicing, specifically silent monks, practicing some form of meditation, then I feel like it would kind of be a learned behavior to be able to quiet your mind at will. I fear
Yeah.
monks don't have ADHD.
Yeah, most of them probably don't.
They're holistic.
I couldn't. I could. I probably couldn't. Well, okay, I won't say I couldn't be a monk, but I would not be a good one.
Yeah.
Like I don't think I could do the things that they do simply because not because it would make me uncomfortable or because I don't want to, but because I literally like I feel the need to speak very often. Like I need like my brain needs to get the
Thoughts
things
out.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because if they don't go out, then I just begin to like feel like I'm going to throw up.
Speak freely, young blood. That's funny as fuck. That's valid though.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that they also shave their heads, and even though I've done that before, I like my hair.
Yeah, earlier we saw that like I can never shave my. If I go bald, it's over for me, you guys. Like actually over. Like I'm donezo.
Yeah, it would not be a good time for Tab.
I would look like an egghead. It'd be terrible.
Yeah, so true. Yeah, I
Okay.
mean, I like my hair, but at the same time,
Hair
hair
also
is
holds
power.
trauma though too. So
Hair holds a lot of things. Do you think hair has memory like water? I know this is so far off topic.
I mean, if you really want to like dig deep into that, yeah, absolutely. Because
I think hair's
your
alive.
your hair and your spine hold the drugs the longest.
Hair holds trauma, but pressure makes diamonds, King.
True facts. True facts. That's
Do we have
funny.
anything else on nuns to tie back in?
I don't necessarily have anything more about nuns, no.
No. All I know is that there is a nun in the movie The Nun, which I have not watched.
Fire movie, but it's not based on anything true. So.
So this episode we talked about egregores and the differences between egregores and tulpas. We talked about the possessed nuns of essentially France, the
And
big
Italy.
and Italy, the
Yeah.
big ones of the. Are those both European?
Yeah. I think yeah.
Okay, yeah, of the
Italy and
European.
France are over in the EU. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And we were talking. I think that again, I want to circle back to it because I think it's just such an interesting thought of the biggest pieces of evidence for possessions being that xenoglossy.
Yes. Xenoglossy.
I think xenoglossy is a very strong piece of evidence. Um, the fact that people just start speak. Oh, excuse me. Speaking, the fire crackles are beautiful.
Thank you.
But the fact that they claim they're possessed and during their possession they begin speaking a language that they didn't previously know, I think is so interesting. Like that feels so supernatural to me. And like you said, obviously if you see someone levitating, then that's I would just believe the possession then and there, but I've never seen anyone levitate or any good evidence of it either.
I have
That
never
did not look
seen.
incredibly fake. So there's probably stuff out there, and I would love to go over some ghost footage at some point, maybe a later date or on a separate live. Maybe we do that on TikTok. But I think that for me, the xenoglossy is just crazy. Like if you are possessed and you start
Um.
speaking Gaelic, like I said, if a demon was like, I'm inside Keegan now, and I start speaking Gaelic, then like that's crazy. That's
So
insanity.
okay, I looked up some of the evidences of possession. One
Okay.
of them.
Oh, wait. Can we play a game instead of you just telling me?
Um.
Can you make up fake ones and put them in that list?
Yeah.
And then I'll tell you if I think that it's a real or fake. I've been told I speak Gaelic every day. That's messed up.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Do we want to go through like possession stories or
I
the
just think
evidences?
I think the evidences.
Okay. Okay. So we have 10 of them. All right.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Give me a second. Let me. Okay.
And then this is the last thing, I swear.
So I have a list of 10 theoretical evidences of possession. Some are real and some are fake. So, number 1, which we kind of already talked about this one, but speaking or understanding languages the person has never learned. Real or fake?
That's real.
Okay, correct. You got one on the
It's that
board.
it's called xenoglossy.
Yes. Yes. All right. Oh my god, why did that happen? Two. Knowing personal secrets or hidden sins of strangers in the room. Real or
Mm,
fake?
real.
Correct. Exorcists often report that the entity reveals personal information about people present to intimidate or humiliate them.
Look at that.
Number three. Violently reacting to holy water even when it is secretly mixed with regular water.
That sounds fake.
It is fake. Exorcists do test reactions to holy water, but the idea that demons can still react when it's secretly fake water is mostly a myth.
Yeah, that sounded fake.
4. The body becoming unusually cold, sometimes dropping several degrees below normal temperature.
That's real.
It's fake.
That's fake?
Yep. There's no
Really?
traditional exorcisms criterion involving body temperature. That trope mostly comes from ghost stories and horror film.
Oh, I've been bamboozled by some mainstream red pill shenanigans.
Number 5, demonstrating abnormal physical strength far beyond the person's normal ability.
That's true.
That is real. This is another classic sign listed in Ritual Romanum, the Catholic exorcism manual, which actually, let me copy and paste that. We'll have to talk about the exorcism manual sometime.
I agree. I was gonna say the same thing.
Number 6, sudden appearance of scratches, burns, or bite marks on the body during prayer.
Scratches, burns, or bite marks on the body during prayer?
During prayer.
Hmm. I see this one as either or. I think it's more specific or different than that, so I'm gonna say fake.
Fake, you're right. While people claim injuries during hauntings, this isn't a recognized diagnostic sign of possession in the church's guidelines. 7. Being unable to look directly at religious symbols like crucifixes or sacred texts.
Whoa, that's crazy if that's real, but that sounds real. I'm gonna say fake.
It's fake, you're correct. Possessed
Whew.
people are said to react violently, but the idea that they physically cannot look at them is mostly just from movies. Number
See,
8.
I almost got caught out with another bullshit from movies.
Almost. Number 8. Electronic devices malfunctioning when the possessed person enters a room.
Malfunctions?
Mm-hmm. Like, EMF
So,
shit.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I would think that that has to be true for some devices, but like EMF readers obviously work. I'm gonna go with. I think I confused myself. I'm gonna go with fake.
Fake. True. Or you're right. True, it is
Oh.
fake. That's more associated with poltergeist stories or paranormal investigations.
Huh.
9. Speaking in multiple voices or drastically different vocal tones.
Oh, that's true.
That is true. Number 10. The person's shadow appearing distorted or moving independently from them.
Wait. So, like the voice or sounds are moving independently from like physical body?
The person's shadow appearing distorted or moving independently from
That's
them.
false, I think.
That is
I don't think
fake.
that's real.
That is fake.
Yeah, that's not how that would work.
It's a horror movie trope.
Yep, that's some bullshit. What it is. Some Hollywood magic.
Some bullshit.
I did pretty good.
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. You know a little bit about possessions.
I feel like being possessed sounds really scary, and I don't think I would ever want to be possessed. But if I ever did get possessed, you better have that shit on camera. And if I levitate, guys, by the way, if I levitate, that is 100% real because I would never fake something like that. So if you see me levitate, we better be getting paid hella money on TikTok. All right, we, if we, I simply, at least you wouldn't be able to pay me enough money to act like I did something like that.
Yeah. Whenever we go and do like our ghost hunts and shit, we don't plan on faking anything. We're not gonna be ghost
We
adventures.
don't
I'm
plan
not
on faking anything. I will not
gonna.
fake anything unless it is for such a disrespectful amount of money to the entire community. You would have to pay me a very large amount of money to where I would not care about what anybody says, whether it is real or fake. I just don't. I think I have. I don't even think that I would take that. I really want to make a dent in the paranormal and supernatural and cryptids and stuff. So I want to be as genuine and real as possible, and I will always like I. That's my vow. Like if I can prove that ghosts are 100% real or 100%. The tab
Thought it
just
was. I
gooped.
thought it was empty. I thought it was empty. You guys. I really
That
did
was,
think it was empty.
bro. It was like a cartoon drop too.
I'm
The fr-
embarrassed. I'm
the
embarrassed, guys.
FPS on the FPS on the camera was low enough to where we saw it goop out.
No, I mean it. In real life, it fell that slow too. I'm
That's
not
really
gonna
funny.
lie.
But yeah, we are not going to fake anything.
Yeah.
Unless okay, the only way that we would fabricate something is if it was for like a promo. Like if we're setting something up,
Like if
and
we're doing an
maybe we'll do
ad
it
or
for
something.
yeah, maybe we do it for flavor. Obviously, then that's a little bit different.
And we would
Obviously, if
probably preface it like none of
yeah,
the
it would
none of
be
the
in that
events in
little
this video are real, you
the little
know?
fonts at the bottom of advertisements that say this drug can cause death or whatever. Yeah,
Yeah,
it'd be something like that.
yeah.
Or if like Mr. Bones's mouth starts just yapping away, like obviously, you know, stuff like that. But yeah, I think that's about all we got.
Hell yeah.
We didn't make an
So,
outro,
no, oh, we didn't. Yeah.
but I can do it. Now?
Oh, I don't know. Are we outroing
Yeah,
now?
I think we're good.
Okay.
Um um guys, thank you so much for tuning in for another episode of Midnight Oil. You can follow us anywhere on the internet at Midnight Oil Entertainment.
Midnight Oil Podcast.
Midnight Oil Podcast is our Spotify and anywhere that you get podcast handles, as well as on YouTube to watch our edited podcast episodes, which episode 2 is now up. We will be uploading those a little bit more frequently. We were going to do one a week, but then we would be multiple weeks behind. We're not doing that. We have changed what we are going to do. So be on the lookout for the edited versions of the episodes. You can go to Midnight Oil VODs to check out the entire stream and check out Midnight Oil Entertainment on Sundays to catch us live. We do these episodes live. So if you have any stories that you'd like to submit, you can submit them in the links wherever you are listening, or you can come in live and we'll read them then.
True
Guys,
facts.
my handle on essentially everything is the Keeg with 3 underscores in the middle. Tab, you are tab WTF. You told me that you didn't want me to do that. I apologize. But guys, I think that wraps us up for this week. Unless you have anything else for us.
I want to give a quick shout out to Real or Real podcast. They just released one of the this episode's gonna come out way late, so their first episode of season 2 has probably been out for weeks at this point. But they just released their first episode of season 2. It's called Little Hampton Liar, and I am a guest on there. And not to spoil anything, but you may see both of us sometime soon on there. I will drop that link in the chat right now, at least on Twitch. So you guys should go definitely check that out. Give that a listen. It's a fun time.
Yes, I had theoretically a great time when we recorded that, if I recorded it.
Yeah, in theory.
As always, guys, that was Midnight Oil. We will see you guys next week with a new episode with some new stories. Check out the socials, go watch the TikToks, and as always, thank you for burning the Midnight Oil with us.
Yeah.
I think we're out of here.
Good night.
Nighties.
Are we ending? Or was that just like our outro?
That's just our outro.
Okay, cool. Anyways, hey
Cool.
guys, what's up?
Guys, that was probably our most cohesive episode, I'm gonna be honest.
That was
That felt
fun.
good.
Yeah, that was
That
fun, you
felt
guys.
good. Guys, do you have anything for us?
Little wind down. Hey, bye,
Bye.
hi,
Hi.
hey,
Hey.
hey. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and put in my goofy little ideas. My goofy little ideas that I have for the upcoming episodes. So we still have
Yeah.
Mel's hole that we want to talk about. Fuck.
We have a lot of stuff that we want to talk about. Taco Bell, Taco Bell, Taco Bell.
Okay. So I've updated that. It did flow well. I did feel like it flowed well, so it's fire. We probably won't
Yeah.
stay on here like too long.
Guys, the
Um,
anthem of the day is Drift Away, by the way. I can't get it out of my head. Give me a beat, boy, free my soul. Yeah, it's that song. I can't stop thinking about it, so I need the best way to get rid of an earworm because I already tried listening to the song and that did not work like it normally does.
the different versions of Sasquatch. The different versions of Sasquatch. Slay.
Yeah, there's one where he's depicted as an interdimensional being.
A guy that got messages on his computer from the past. That's my first time of hearing that one.
Dude, Tab and I looked for a movie that I watched for like 30 minutes.
Yeah, I
That
still
kind
have
of.
no idea what you're talking about with that movie.
I think we found it, I thought.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh, was it that
God, we're gonna have to
um
figure it out again.
that one fucking movie where they're on the computer on a Zoom call?
Yes.
The woman who
Host?
married a ghost.
That's not host.
The movie where they're on a Zoom call.
Unfriended.
Yep, that's it. That's the one.
Unfriended. Shout out
Unfriended is
unfriended.
it.
I don't really have anything else. I'm kind of ready to
I also don't necessarily
Oh,
have anything.
guys, how do you feel about the updated scene with us and our favorite drinks?
Yeah.
Isn't
Look,
it?
in like suits and dress shoes in the woods.
It's very immersive, and I think that that is very impressive.
Fire.
So shout out to Tab. Yeah, I really don't have anything else. Like the background, I love the background.
Now we have one for a guest, just a singular guest. We have one built for
Ooh,
one
yes.
person. And they're gonna be right here. And it looks really good. I'm excited for when we get to use that. But we don't have one if we have more than one guest. So I thought about putting like a dog like down here or something, and like maybe somebody could be a dog, or I don't I don't know.
I brought up
I don't know.
potential issues with that one, but I did think that it was funny.
We should both wear top hats. I don't think I own a top hat. They'll be sitting
I
in the
don't
fire?
know.
No, actually, I want to show you guys so bad. But we have them positioned behind the fire, so it's kind of like we're sitting in a circle.
I think we could show it. It's not going in an episode.
Okay, the camera's gonna fuck up. Just so you know, you're probably gonna see double of Keeg because of how I have the camera set up. But this is what it looks like. You see Keeg's forehead and the bed.
Hold on.
So this is kind of the setup. Hold on. It's supposed to look like this. Oh, not like that. Hold on. It's supposed to look like this. You can come back normal.
Cool.
But so the one in the middle is supposed to be the guest, obviously. But yeah.
And
But
who's the
yeah.
guest? I guarantee you, none of you will ever guess, because I would have never have guessed either.
I think unfortunately, the two people in chat currently already know. Mainly thanks to me, I'll be real.
Well, you better hush your mouth. It is Tom Hanks. We got Tom Hanks coming on our
Hell yeah.
podcast.
What a guy.
Yeah, for real.
I couldn't actually tell you
Um,
anything about Tom Hanks, I'll be real.
he was on Castaway. It was Never mind, I'm not going there.
Is that the volleyball?
Yes.
It is Oprah. Actually, you get a car. You get a car.
Bro, how about we get a car first?
Was
How
Oprah the
about that?
one that like passed out? Like everybody thought that she was possessed.
Well said.
Maybe not possessed, but like
Yeah, Tom Hanks
oh,
becomes a dentist in Castaway as well.
Wendy Williams. Oh my god. Do y'all remember the Wendy Williams memes? Where it was like Snatch Wendy, Spiky Wendy. Was that just in my friend group in high school? Hold on.
Is Macho Man
Wendy
Randy Savage dead?
Williams memes. There was no. I'm trying to fucking figure out.
He did. He passed away at 58 in 2011. That's very sad.
There was a point in time where there were multiple different Wendy's, and it was just Wendy Williams edited a bunch of times. That was a good time.
Give me a beat, boy, feed my soul. Wanna get lost in rock and roll and drift away. Guys, I'm not gonna toot my own horn too much, but I am very proud of myself for only doing that, I think, 3 times during the episode.
I think we need to get
Uh,
out of here at this point. Before it happens more.
Get guys, thanks for
Oh
coming by.
man.
We'll see you guys next week.
Alright.
Just a
Alright.
heads up, we will be we will potentially be changing the podcast hours.
Not not next Sunday, but the next Sunday. So the 22nd. The 22nd,
Yes.
it'll potentially be earlier.
Yes. Until
Due
we make
to
more money,
schedule
we
changes. Until we can quit our
yes.
job.
Yep. Until we can quit our job, I'm working night shift
Which we're close. Got
and day shift and
18K views. We're
all
close.
shifts. Oh, wait for these new shorts, bro. Y'all ain't
Swear.
ready.
Swear. But anyways, thank you guys. We will see you guys next Sunday at 11 p.m.
Bye, guys. Thanks for coming by. Toodles.
Toodles.